Man I worked for had one of the biggest companies in New York City. He didn't own his own company. White man owned it, so they owned him. Nobody owns me, though.
I must say, after a year being open 5 days a week, every week, it feels amazing, but it was the hardest year of my life. I learned a lot of lessons. I see some areas where having a mentor or having a guide would have helped, but I figured it out. The definition of getting it out the mud. And here we are. My favorite part for sure has been the way that the community has embraced us and how it's grown from people just popping their head in to see who we are and what we're doing, and having 3, 4, 5 days a week of nobody walking in, to now, being, I think, a staple of the community. The majority of people understand who we are and what we do and what we provide. Sometimes just for them to say hello and ask how my day is going. That feels fantastic, knowing we've transitioned and come that far. And more importantly than that, the entrepreneurs we've been able to touch. To show my fellow entrepreneurs that I've created a place of refuge and a place to come where you don't have all the answers and you don't have it all figured out, and get somebody behind that counter to understand your language and help you bring your dream to the forefront. Those two elements are absolutely my favorite part. The part that surprised me the most, this shit was hard. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 6 years old. I started my first venture when I was 6 years old. And everything I've done in entrepreneurship since then has been a breeze for the most part. It's all come to me fairly easily and fairly effortlessly. But this one kicked my ass. This one was hard, but I love it for how much it's made me grow and how much I've learned as a result of it, but it has not come easy. It's not a drop in the bucket at all. It's definitely been a process. For as stubborn as I can be as a habitual successful entrepreneur, I definitely would have sought out a mentor or coach of some sort in this, just to help navigate some of the loopholes. That, and I would have absolutely applied for grants early and applied for a lot more grants. This isn't, unless you have a war chest behind you, this is not one for the weak. This one's not easy. I could have made it easier on myself. I just didn't know what I didn't know. But now I know, and moving forward, I'll do things a lot different and a lot better. My 3 to 5 year goals have absolutely changed. At the ribbon cutting / grand opening, I spoke on opening 5 locations in 3 years. That is absolutely not going to happen. Respectfully, of course. More like 3 locations in 5 years, maybe. It's just way more challenging, and there's way more pieces to it than I originally thought. I thought it was going to be a breeze, and it's not a breeze. It's a storm. Trying to get people to change their spending habits from the bigger companies that they're used to spending with to now coming to spend with the new kid on the block is not easy, but it's absolutely worth it. So that's the biggest change for sure. My 3 to 5 year plan definitely isn't as overzealous as it was a year ago.